You are watching a DuBois Arts and Entertainment feature, filmed and produced in downtown DuBois and featuring local musicians. DuBois TV is proud to support our arts and entertainment scene, and we wish to thank our partners for making this production possible. Enjoy the show!
Okay, there we go, and we are live. That easy breezy. My name is Sam Otero, coming to you live from the stage of the Kinetic in downtown DuBois, 32 South Brady Street, with another episode of The Wire, local arts and entertainment feature that we publish for the benefit of our broader community. And we're going to go back in the Wayback Machine with a couple real good friends of mine here, Gary Gert and Chase Barron. Guys, thank you so much for coming in and joining us today.
Thanks for having us, Sam.
Yeah, pleasure to be here. I mean, it's been a minute since I've been in, and I am very excited to be in this new place.
Awesome. Well, we really appreciate it, Chase. And for a little bit, we'll get back in the Wayback Machine here. Why are we doing this? First off, there's something very significant that's happening in our community in regards to arts and entertainment development and being dedicated to youth development, education, music, arts, the advancement of the digital media arts. All this kind of comes together with what we're going to talk about today. It was really interesting because it was 3 years ago we had been open now. The Kinetic was open 4 years ago. This month was when I took over this place it was Bob McCready's old tattoo joint, right? Came in here, Gary helped out. He came in and helped. We gutted the place, did new wiring in here. We've set it all up as a TV studio. We've built and built and built over 4 years. Well, it was interesting because 3 years ago, I was in here one day. This young kid comes in at the time, walking in my studio. Hey, can I hang a flyer for something that you were doing? I'm like, sure. And he's like, hey, man, what is this? I'm like, we're a TV station. He says, really? I'm a musician. I said, cool. I didn't know you at all at the time. He says, can I play here sometime? I said, sure. We actually will put you on TV if you're any good. I said, you any good? He says, yeah, I'm all right. I said, well, let's play a song. So I invited him up on the stage. I grabbed the drum. We sat down, and I went, wow, the kid can play. So I went back to my kids at Jeff Tech and said, man, you should hear this kid that I ran into. Oh, Chase, yeah, man, Chase is awesome. You got it. So we did our first ever. We made history with this young man. First ever broadcast on DuBoisTV 3 years ago. Coming up, I'm not sure what it was. It was January sometime. But 3 years later, local boy done good. Turned around, advanced his career. We're going to learn a little bit about that. Got a record label contract, got a full band, making some big waves down in the Pittsburgh area. And is finishing up his education studying multimedia, which is that's what I do. So got a lot in common. It's very cool. So Chase, there's a lot of history here, man. And I want to commend you and shake your hand on being an outstanding, upstanding young fellow who is following a trajectory that you set forth from, pushing for your dreams and making things happen. And you're an example, I believe, that is shining brightly in our community. The community needs to be aware of you, and hopefully you're going to be inspiring our crew of upcoming interns here that are working on the show. So I appreciate you taking your time to come in and share your story with us and the broader community. So please welcome to the show, Mr. Chase Barron.
Hey.
Chase, tell us it's been a whirlwind the past 3 years. After you left high school, catch us up. Give us the Cliff Notes version.
Well, thank you so much for that introduction. Super lofty, and I appreciate it so much.
But it's true.
Yeah, what I can say is I've kind of lived on the motto of you make your own opportunities, and just living on that, I've come to really go out and do all that I can to further what I'm trying to do with music and the community, and just creating a good time through performance and art and entertainment. And the Kinetic has been a pretty good spot for that to kind of take off and be a launching point. And since my time here, I've gone on to Pittsburgh. I started studying multimedia at Point Park University, and there I met my current bandmates, who we formed a group called Chase and the Barons.
Let me pause you for a second, boys. In the background here, Vinny and Frankie and Wayne and Alex in the booth. As he's talking, let's do some split screen here and pull up some video of his band or his website, okay? So pay attention to what he's talking about and pull up those tabs into the show. Go ahead.
Cool. Yeah, it works for me. So yeah, if you guys have video of the band, you could even pull up that music video for Roll the World.
We'll play that clip in a second.
Yeah, that kind of showcases where we've come as a band.
Cool.
We are all very flashy and colorful and vibrant, and we have a big 70s rock influence on us, and
kind of doing the retro thing. Huh?
Yeah, doing the retro.
So let me ask you this: was that a planned marketing decision? Did you think about that? Did you learn that in a class that you got to have a hook? Or was it just something that came out naturally from your personalities?
It came out,
your fashion sense.
Yeah. Trust me, the fashion sense has been the biggest thing I've been working on. My chops have been kind of there, but the fashion is come a long way.
You have your priorities, man.
Yeah.
You got to be a rock star. You got to
do the fashion. Yeah.
Right? I mean, look at this guy. Right?
Yeah. I'm not a rock star. I see white shirt.
Oh yeah.
So you've been making some waves down in Pittsburgh. Tell us about your connection with Point Park and the record deal. What's going on with that?
Yeah, so every year Point Park has a contest called the Pioneer Experience Contest, where I think it's the Pioneer Records Contest. They have a record label run by students that is called Pioneer Records, and every year they just pick one band that they think is doing it the best out of all the students at the university. So they decided that our band was kind of picking up steam, and they wanted to try working with a band for once. So that the student label picked us up. They helped us fund our first EP, which is called Propose a Toaster, and I have a copy of it for you in my guitar case.
Awesome.
So hook you up with that. Yeah, I have two of them, so might be giving them around. And they also helped us make that music video that I just showed you guys a clip of.
Awesome. Now, as far as your studies, now I know what all this stuff is because I've been doing this for 30 years. Tell the world about, if you're a young person out there looking to study media, the media arts, what does it mean to go to school for multimedia development? What sort of disciplines are you studying there? Yeah,
it's really multimedia is a great degree for the kind of jack of all trades tech geek that a lot of people are.
You're letting my secret out.
Yeah.
See, and now y'all know that I'm a geek.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chase.
We're all geeks.
Oh my God.
Geeks have the power. Yeah. So as in high school, I was really into just spending all night on Photoshop or making videos. And when you take a degree in multimedia, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, you have to get creative and merge arts and technology and use software and.
But it's not just video and audio, though. I think a lot of people mistake that. It's all the systems that go behind delivering the content as well. And animation, and illustration. I mean, it's a big picture.
It's a big deal.
And what do you find as far as the different facets of multimedia? And that's what I mean. It's many medias. What do you find that you're really good at? What are your natural skills? What do you love?
Ooh, that's a loaded question.
Because I dig, for me, for instance, this is I can do it all. I'm a jack of all trades, but this is what I'm really good at and what I really enjoy. Yeah. What do you really enjoy?
Well, what I've been honing in on lately, just because I'm in a band and we're promoting some upcoming events, including this upcoming festival.
That's why Gary's here. We're going to talk about Gary's new venue. It's very exciting for not just for us personally as friends and musicians, but for the whole region. This is a big deal. We're going to talk about that here in a moment with our friend Gary Kern.
Yeah, so dealing with things like that, like our festivals and our shows and everything that goes into being a band, I've been doing a lot of graphics. Cool. Had to design album artwork and posters for shows, and doing graphics has been huge.
You dig that, huh?
To get the information out there, but also look really nice.
And that's a challenge. We've been doing a lot of television commercial production here, and the kids, it's very difficult a lot of times to get students moving in the direction of taking an idea, even finding the idea, that's flying around in your head, coming up with a concept, and then being able to take that concept from an idea and make it real. That's a real challenge. And then to do it within 30 seconds or to speak volumes about a big picture in a graphic without maybe even using words. I mean, what a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long time-consuming challenge, too.
Absolutely.
I mean, when you say 30 seconds of video could be hours and hours of work, and
I'm glad to hear you say that. So for all of you that are watching out there that beat us down on price when we're doing your television commercials, no, it takes time. This stuff, you don't just plug in a boombox and hit play. You got to think about it. It's original. Now, it's very exciting, too, because you guys are doing original stuff. How your average set would come out and see Chase and the Barons, dig the show. How much of that is original music?
Depends on where we are, first of all. I mean, if we're at a venue where we can get away playing entirely original music, we could play original music for, 2 or 3 hours straight.
That's awesome.
But and
you also do your covers that you do, though. You do twists on them. I mean, you guys got horns in the band. I was kind of surprised. I thought when I hadn't seen Chase and the Barons online before I saw you down there at Gary's place a couple of weeks ago or last month. And I didn't know that you went with the horn section and everything. I thought that was really cool.
Oh yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah, the saxophone, we're trying to use it as an instrument on its own, and let him shine a lot, and it gives us an opportunity to change all these old hits into something new.
Yeah,
and even
I like the funky thing.
Yeah,
I dig what you're doing. You guys haven't seen these guys, you need to. Well, as a matter of fact, why don't we take a real quick break and let's go ahead and play a quick clip of Chase and the Barons. Do you have a particular one that you would like? And then when we come back, we're going to talk with Gary Gurnt and learn a little bit more about this wonderful live music venue. You're watching The Wire, coming to you live from the Kinetic in downtown DuBois. I'm Sam Otero. Before we do this real quick clip, I want to give a shout out to our friends at DVS Direct, Jim Davis, our art underwriter here for the Kinetic, and part of the reason why we're able to do what we're able to do here, working with Mr. Davis to provide broadcast level broadcast television and video production here. We're utilizing the state-of-the-art TriCaster 8000 professional series system and cinematic cameras that we have set up here. So thanks so much for DVS Direct for making this possible. Do you have a particular clip you would like the boys to play?
I was actually thinking last year, before we had the first Woodland Ruckus, we spent a week in my cabin and recorded a bunch of music. There's a clip called Moon Drunk back there.
Okay, that's an original because we don't want YouTube to
find it. It's an original song that we recorded at my cabin.
Okay, boys, let's go ahead and pull that up real quick. Okay, and bring it up. And adjust your volume. Okay, Vinny, check it in the TriCaster. Can you hear it okay?
Okay, for real.
They're fighting back there over the volume.
So we can...
That should be going out of the broadcast here. So Chase, we're looking at this video. You guys, do you have a good mix? Our voices coming over the video? Okay, cool. Great, there you go. Do the split screen. Nice. Now, in this video, was this something that was shot by students at Point Park University, Chase? What are we looking at?
Students that happened to go to Point Park University. It just was the band and a couple of friends that spent a week in my cabin with a lot of gear. I mean, we rented a couple $100 of recording gear and set up a legitimate studio in my cabin.
Awesome. Well, that was the genesis of the Woodland Ruckus, right?
Yes, yeah, that was the whole plan, was that we were going to record these 16 songs we had and then have this big show at the end where we played them all, which we did. We haven't released all of the songs because mastering them was a little more expensive than we had budgeted for because we want them to be radio quality.
Yeah,
but a couple of them are available online on our Bandcamp and on our website, chaseandthebarons.com.
There you go. Outstanding. Well, let's talk about the venue. We're Gary Gurnt, my best friend in the world here, and helped get the Kinetic up and running several years ago. I want to thank you for that publicly, Gary. You're a good man, and you're doing good things in the community, and we appreciate the support. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Great to be here.
Yeah.
First time on camera, so this is great.
Absolutely. We'll have to work on your wardrobe, but,
I'll give him some lessons.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Eat that mic, Gary.
All right,
there you go. All right, Gary Gurnt, tell us a little bit about the venue. Now, this is significant because, to me, the purpose of these shows is to educate, inspire, and motivate people out there that are watching to get engaged in their community, to utilize these media, very powerful media. We can press a button and reach thousands of people. That's incredible. What you've done and what you're doing, not only for your family, I mean, you got a private concern down there, you'll tell us about your business venture and what you're doing, but this is significant for the purpose of building community. There's no other live music venue like this in the immediate area. You're a few miles outside of DuBois, outside of Reynoldsville, and you're doing amazing things with live concert promotion, event venue management, and this is going to be a significant asset to our community, not only for kids like Chase and the people that want an opportunity to play on that big stage, but like what happened the other night with national level bands being able to come through here, that locals can get a good view up close right here at home and a world-class facility. So Gary, I want to thank you for everything that you're doing to invest in our community. Tell us about the farm, tell us about Barnaroo, tell us about the Woodland Ruckus. What is your vision for your facility down there? Gary Gert, you got the floor.
I got it. Okay. First off, the vision for the farm was kind of Chase. It started about a year ago. We got the farm for one reason, and one reason was that what I wanted to do is I wanted to find a place that I could live off the grid if I had to, and I wanted to find a place that we could open up to the public for different things. Weddings would be one, music venues would be another, whatever anybody wanted to use the farm for. It wasn't just about the barn, it was supposed to be more about the farm. So actually Chase, I remember coming home one day and I seen all of these vehicles in the yard, and there was your first Woodland Ruckus down at Renlow Park, and
Yeah.
I guess it got rained out, and my son said, "Hey, come on up to the farm." We were just getting it together, and he had started to build a stage and started to build a bar, and when Chase actually got up there for the first time and I was able to see the music and see the act, I was hooked, and I knew that we had to do something for the kids. I knew we had to make something that people could actually come, get that stage presence, and let their music be seen and heard. And
yeah, so you're kind of doing what we're doing here at the Kinetic.
Exactly.
The whole point is to provide that platform for the up-and-coming talent and give the support that they don't have. Because there aren't venues like this. There's no other television station in this area that's doing what we're doing. There's no other venue in the area that is providing that service and doing what you're doing. So an opportunity for a young man here to not only play with his own band, but to put together an entire festival, that's fantastic. So thank you for that opportunity.
Well, it's guys like him, and it's these people with all this music talent that really want to get out there and be seen.
Absolutely.
And don't have a venue to do that. So we've had bands from all over the United States come there just to get the opportunity to play on the stage, and we're constantly making it better, constantly making it bigger. We're planning on putting in an acoustic stage for the next endeavor that we're going to be doing.
Awesome.
And eventually we're going to build in our own outdoor stage too. Right now we have Dan Wallace Communications that's actually letting us use an outdoor stage for your vendor coming up. So
Wallace Audio.
Yep.
Great guy.
You got I got to eat the mic. So I mean, it's all up. It's these guys and it's these women, and we've had a couple of women bands come in from. I actually had one from Rhode Island here that came in on Thursday and wanted to play, and there wasn't really a whole lot of people around, but we got some people together, and we get these bands that come in from South Carolina, Ohio.
Well, send them up to the studio and we can interview them. They get good PR, make it worth their while. They get a nice broadcast station, broadcast video out of it. We're actually going to play a couple songs here with Chase, so there's a lot of opportunity for us to work together. I think it's fantastic doing what you're doing, and thank you for a massive investment. I mean, if you guys have not been down to the farm, you really do need to check it out. Beautiful. How many acres you got down there?
I think it's 35 acres.
35 acres. You got a pond. You got a pavilion set up, outdoor stage, indoor venue. Do we have any footage, Chase, of you guys playing in the barn?
I believe we do. If you check on the Midnight Zone Productions video back there.
Okay, Frankie, go ahead and take a look at that real quick.
Yeah,
see if you can find the video of the guys playing, and you'll notice that it'll be inside the Midnight Zone Productions video. See if you can find that, and let's take a look at the venue. Gary, now recently you guys had Anthony Gomes come in, right?
Yes, we did.
Tell us how that show went.
That went great. I don't know if anybody likes blues, but he's one of the best blues players in the United States right now. Amazing guitarists. Actually, everybody that played in the band, there was 3 of them. They had a fantastic act. And when you get those kind of quality people there, it brings the community in. And so they start to recognize exactly what we have and what we're trying to do. This
Absolutely.
this is really a community, hopefully a community-based thing where we can get more and more people involved. And there isn't really enough things out there for the young people today to do. And what we're trying to do is find a place that people can come and unwind and enjoy good music.
And let's say, too, family-friendly venue. I mean,
exactly.
You know, there's kids there, there's dogs running around. It's a wonderful rural environment, safe for the young ones. I mean, you know, you're not walking into a bar environment here. You know, there's food, killer food. I got to tell you, shout out to Joey. All right. Crass commercial plug here. Most awesome cheesesteaks. I got to say. Good stuff.
Yeah, Joey's been an inspiration behind a lot of this.
Yeah,
He's been the
really
one pushing a lot of this.
That's true. You should say that.
Yeah, that's my son. He was the one that really started to push this. And I was like, okay, well, you know, let's try it. And then when Chase came in there with his band and he did the first Woodland Ruckus, I was sold. I said, yeah, we got to do this. We really got to get these guys in there. We got to give people an opportunity to come out here and share their music. And you'd be surprised at the number of good artists that are out there. It's just amazing. It's amazing that you can get these people together, and we got this area that we can just unwind and be, again, family friendly. It's.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of venues out there right now where you can pet a goat and, you know, pitch a tent and still have a great time with incredible artists. I mean, even the lineup that we have for the Ruckus, I hate to plug my own show, but it's a lot of really quality bands with great original music and great cover bands too.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Ruckus, because this actually goes back to your time in the cabin, right? I mean, you started this festival up there, and now you've moved it to the bigger venue, and it's grown into what it is now. How many acts do you have booked for the Ruckus?
Currently, we have around 25 acts.
Wow.
They're coming all over from, I mean, we have guys a lot from Pittsburgh. We got some State College. We got a group from Ohio. We even have someone coming from Rhode Island. Some of the highlight names, I'd say, for the locals would be Good Juice, Chessie and the Kittens, a DJ group, Roscoe and the Greasy Gang is what they call themselves. And then
looking forward to meeting them.
Yeah, for those from out of town, I mean, you Ohio people might know A Work of Fiction. We have some big Pittsburgh bands, including Bad Lucks and Yeti Bite. And I mean, we've just found a lot of success in booking these bands and letting them know that we're doing something very unique, and there is a lot of opportunity here. And a lot of them are willing to play on the basis of this could just be an extraordinary time and a great event to bring a lot of people together.
I tell my kids all the time, and I'm glad that you brought that up, Chase, the concept of community. You know, people ask me all the time, because I've been doing this for 30 years now, and that blows my mind in and of itself. But I look back on my time, whether it was working in television, working in film, working in media, as a teacher, being a musician myself, back when I was doing what you were doing. I had a band and promoting concerts and whatnot in another life. But nonetheless, through that 30 years, there was always that underlying current of community where the musicians and the artists and the promoters, man, you know, there's huge risks that go involved in taking on a production like this. You've got bands coming from all over the East Coast, driving hours, hauling all that gear, spending money to get here. Production companies, that tens of thousands of dollars of equipment, promotional behind. Look at what we're doing here. Me and the boys were in here from 7 o'clock this morning getting prepared for the show. We're not getting paid for this. We're doing it because we care. And that's why you people are showing up. Gary's massive investment into his venue. This is what it takes, guys. And the beauty of a career in music and entertainment and multimedia is you surround yourself with people that get that, and they're in it for that reason. And it's just, you build family and lifelong relationships. I still, you know, my guitar player in my band from 20 years ago, you know, he and I were just chatting last night. I'm trying to fly him out here to come for a visit and see me. You know, these are wonderful experiences. And so those of you that are involved in the arts and entertainment scene in this area, God bless you. Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. Work with us. Network with us. If you don't know Chase, hit him up. How do they get hold of you?
a good way to get a hold of me is just on Facebook, and getting a hold of the band would be to see the band on Facebook, Chase and the Barons. And we even have a website with a contact page, so chaseandthebarons.com.
In fact, if any of you guys want to hit us up and you have a question for either of our guests here, you guys can hit us up on Facebook if you're watching the show. Feel free to send us a message and ask questions of Gary or of Chase. Gary, tell us about the farm and how they can get in touch with you if they would like to check upcoming schedules, learn more about your facility.
Well, actually, we don't have anything out there yet as far as the farm goes on any web page yet, because we're really not having it out there for the general public. Right now, I would say when we got this thing started, I know when I sat down and talked to an attorney about this, and he started giving me all the bad things.
Oh my goodness.
Do I really want to do this? But you know, it's part of the community. We need to really do something for these young people today, and we need to sometimes take a gamble, and this is a gamble. I mean, it could all go wrong for us, but you have to believe in something, and you got to believe in people, and you got to give it at least a shot. And that's the whole idea. If you find good young people like this, and we've had a couple endeavors out there already, and we've not had any trouble, and it's just been wonderful. Actually, I feel 20 again. Actually. Probably don't look 20, but I'd actually feel 20.
And Kelly Grieve from here in DuBois, she moved away, her and Ian, several years ago, moved down, I believe they're in Georgia still. She just hit us up on Facebook and said, "Hi, Chase, congratulations."
Yeah, good to hear from you again.
This is very
cool. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, anybody else got some questions for us? Let us know. Joey's watching down there, so folks, please share this video as well. We appreciate that. And while we're talking, you guys go ahead and play some of the videos and pull up some of the pictures of the guys here.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any photos or videos, and we were talking, did you guys find any pictures or video of the facility down there, of the band playing down at the farm?
Well, I'll tell you, even if you get on our Facebook page and play the latest promo video...
Go ahead, guys. Go see if you can find that, please.
You don't need to play the audio, because we're just plugging the ruckus, and it's everything that we're saying.
There you go. So where is it?
Just if you scroll down on our Facebook page, or even on our YouTube while you're here, there it is.
There it is.
There's you'll get some shots.
Pull
of
that
us.
up the split screen, guys. The picture-in-picture.
This is a great video made by Midnight Zone Productions.
Who is that?
A local group. It's Brad Torrance and Courtney.
I know Courtney.
Yeah.
She was in here working with us several years ago.
Yeah.
When she was a kid. She was still in high school at the time.
Yeah. They're just doing some work getting started. They did this for free for us.
Beautiful. Great.
Some great stuff. There's Good Juice.
Yeah, of course we know them. So you can see a little bit of the venue here. Beautiful rolling hills, classic central Pennsylvania. Beautiful outdoor stage, natural amphitheater kind of set up on the hill there. Pond. Beautiful. You have camping, right, Gary?
Yes, we do.
Beautiful.
Yep.
So, yeah, you guys definitely need to come out. And then there's an indoor venue as well, which they call the Barn. And I don't know if we have do we have a clip of that in here?
There was Good Juice was playing in the barn at the beginning of this video, so.
Okay, that's all right. Well, you know what? All the more reason to get in there and come on out and see the show.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we are going to go ahead and take a moment here, and I want to get back in the Wayback Machine with you. Very first time we ever met, you came up here, you sat on the stage, and you played a song with me, and it was like, boom. Years later, here we are. So it would be my honor to play a tune or two with you here live on The Wire.
Yeah.
You down?
Great.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
let's go ahead and do it. So let me take this seat. See, I didn't tell you, Chase. We're not charging you for this.
Yeah.
For you. So my payment is you need to let me come up and sit in on a couple songs with your band.
Oh, yeah. The main stage.
All right, let's try and pull it up, guys.
Give you a special treatment.
That's right, man.
Well, this will be practice, because we'll play this song, so. Yeah. I guess the first number I'll do is,
Hold on, before you do that, let's make sure the drum isn't overpowering everything, guys.
Check 1, 2, testing. Check 1, 2.
How's that sounding out there, everybody? Let's monitor it here. Cool. Bring the guitar up a little. Alright. And I'm not going to be singing, so we got Chase. Great. Okay, let's go ahead and do a couple songs.
Oh, I think Eli Mahalik just tuned in. I saw that. So,
Cool.
While we're here, shout out to Eli Mahalik. He's going to also be playing for you local DuBois folk.
Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and kick it out, man. Let's play a couple songs for
Yeah, this is the song from that music video. It's called Rule the World, so if anybody enjoys it. How am I supposed to be a famous rock star when all the stars that I can see are the ones in her eyes? How am I supposed to change the world when the only thing I want to change is the expression on her face? She makes it difficult to rule the world, to dominate the land like dinosaurs. She makes it difficult to rule the world. It might be easier to rule just hers. Insert saxophone here. How am I supposed to plan world domination? I'm busy planning our next date. How am I supposed to write the best song ever? I mean, each song keeps getting better, cause it's more about her. She makes it difficult to rule the world, to dominate the land like dinosaurs. She makes it difficult to rule the world. It might be easier to rule just hers. Insert guitar solo. I see her face in every single piece of toast I make. I hear her voice in every single song that plays on the radio. I smell her fragrance every single time I bake a cake. I think about her all the time. It's a crime what she does to my mind. It's a crime. She makes it difficult to rule the world, to dominate the land like dinosaurs. She makes it difficult to rule the world. It might be easier to rule just her.
There we go.
Cool.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Let's do
Good
one
work.
more, and we should give a shout out to our friends next door at the Scissor Zone for coming in and putting up with us. They came in to ask us to turn it down a little bit, so God bless them, but we're doing a live TV show, so we can't turn this down. So we're gonna give them a shout out because they put up with our ruckus over here so much. So if you ever need a nice haircut and Cosmo work done, come down and see our neighbors at the Scissor Zone.
Okay.
Know that their patience is one of the reasons why we're able to broadcast these shows to you live on local TV.
Yeah, we'll give him one more.
We'll give them one more. Go ahead. Hit it.
All right. Here's a brand new song called A Day Off. It's about wanting a day off.
I need a day off, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I need a day off. I like it. Let's do it.
All right. Picking up a laundry, going to the show, making lots of money. Oh, body, body, running, racing till the end of our days. Finish line, we're chasing, keeps on racing away. I say yeah, say yeah. And in the kitchen, showing up on time, working on the weekend.
more backup screaming. Yeah. I do that well. All right. So, folks, if you just tuned in, you are catching Chase Barron live on The Wire, Arts and Entertainment Television. And I am Sam Matero coming to you live from the stage of the Kinetic. We want to give a real quick shout out before we shut things down. Boys, leave it on this scene. Put it back on the other scene. There you go. And let's get everybody up here on the stage. I want to introduce our crew. Because for those of you who are not aware of what we do here at the Kinetic, we are a working live television station and media lab, and we provide opportunities to young people to learn the digital media arts. We focus on, as we said, providing these opportunities for artists like Chase to come in here and use the studio and to serve our community. But how does all this digital magic happen? It's because of these wonderful kids. We've got a variety of different programs. We work with some interns that are high school students. Some of them are from my program at Jeff Tech. Some of them are students here at DuBois High School. We have paid interns through Goodwill and St. Clair Youth Services that the kids actually come in here on an hourly basis and learn. So these are some of the kids that showed up today. Come on in here. Vinny and Alex, have a seat. Of course. And we got Frankie. You guys can just have a seat on the floor here. And our newest intern, Wayne. Wayne, real quick. Tell us what you think about what you're seeing here. You're the newest member of our crew. Kind of cool stuff that we got going on. What do you think about first time television shoot with us? You can have a seat there.
Yeah, I can weasel out of here too if you want me to.
That's cool. We'll just move this. And go ahead, just real quick. Say hello to the folks.
Hey.
Yeah. Scoot down.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So what do you think about what you're seeing here, dude?
I'm liking what I see so far. It's pretty interesting to get a look at sort of the inner workings of everything in here and how all this kind of stuff is put together, broadcasting, TV, and things like that, you know? Pretty interesting.
Outstanding. Frank, thank you so much. Frank was back there running graphics and running the video for the show.
Audio.
And running audio. Wayne was observing and learning. This is only his third time in the studio. Alex, you've been with us for several years, as has Vinny now. Tell us a little bit about what and you know Chase from high school. So Alex was very excited to come back in and learn that you were coming back to town. You know, so it's interesting to see this generational thing happening here. And hopefully, you know what, we have Alex back after a couple years and he's out and his career's taken off and he's successful and helping to light up the next generation of media producers. So Alex Haynes, welcome and thank you for all of your help and focus here at the Kinetic and providing these opportunities for our community.
Thank you. Yeah. As Sam had, currently I am studying music performance at IUP with a comm minor. I guess you could say I'm really into filmmaking because I really like acting and like writing and direct. Well, I still have yet to direct something.
Well, we're working on that. We actually took the crew, Frankie and Alex and Vinny here, and we went up to St. Mary's Chevrolet. We're very excited because we're going to do a whole commercial campaign for them, and we've got 6 killer concepts that we're storyboarding right now. Maybe we'll need some original music for them someday. So, yeah, these guys, very talented. We want to thank everybody. Vinny, real quick, tell us your thoughts on what we're doing here.
So, get the mic, the cable here. So I'm Vinny Lanzoni. I was running the TriCaster today. So all the fancy graphics you saw, that was what I was doing on camera switches and stuff. But I've been an intern here for a while now. I started here about 3 years ago with the current Youth Media Club, and now I've gotten into actually doing some work. This is I've done a couple TV shows and live streams like this before. Easy Taggers here. There's the other.
Oh, there's been several.
Yeah, there's been several.
We did the new Chancellor.
Yeah, the new Chancellor. Yeah, we did a couple interviews. Man, I love this. Is some of my. This is my favorite part of it. Really, is the live and just making everything run smoothly. Hopefully, we hope.
We're getting better.
Yeah, we're getting better. Each show gets better. This one I felt a lot better with. You know, everything went well. But it's definitely a really, really fun experience. There's some stress involved, but you know, that's part of it.
The only stress involved is putting up with me and trying to stop you and your brother from fighting in the booth. Yeah. We need to get your mother in here and moderate. Frankie, you've come a long way with all this stuff too, man. What do you think about what we're doing here?
Well, it's a lot of fun and right. It's a lot of fun. I love learning all It's a lot of fun. I love learning about how to produce TV shows and yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, it's and meeting all these guys. Or hopefully we get out to the concert and see their show. So, real quick, as we're closing things out, Chase, again, people want to learn about the Woodland Ruckus and they want to buy tickets. They go where?
Cool. Yeah, I'll give you the quick spiel. Woodland Ruckus is the music festival we're hosting at the farm. Great new venue. There's over 20 bands that are coming from all over the Northeast area. If you want to get tickets, if you're in DuBois, you can stop at the Gateway. You can stop at any of the one-stop locations in Reynoldsville, Treasure Lake, and DuBois. You can also get a hold of me by contacting Chase Barron or by contacting Chase and the Barrons. If you know Rich Barron, my father, who does landscaping, get a hold of him. And also, if you're in Pittsburgh, get a hold of me. Get a hold of Gary at the farm as well. Get a hold of basically anybody that lives there. I know we got a bunch of tickets coming their way. So passes are going to be $20 for the weekend. That includes both days. It includes your camping. And there's tons of opportunities to buy great food there. And we ask that if you come, you
Get the cheesesteak. Get the cheesesteak.
Yeah, Joey makes a mean cheesesteak. But yeah, if you come, bring some extra cash just because it's going to be a cash-only event. And people will be selling band T-shirts and, I don't know, all sorts of local community goods. So
Good stuff. Well, thank you for tuning in. My name is Sam Matero, coming to you live from the Kinetic in downtown DuBois with my crew, Vinny Lanzoni, Frankie Lanzoni, Alex Haynes. Wayne, you're brand new. Your last name was Pusey, correct? Yeah. And we have our special guest, Chase Barron. Real quick, Gary, come on up here and let's take a quick photo op of the show here, closing it out. And Vinny, come on back over here. Can we go ahead and take off that title slate? And would you mind getting a picture of us here? Okay, terrific.
Find you a spot.
Yep. Here, let's move that behind you. Roll that behind you. There we go. That'll do. Yep. Let's just look into the camera and take a nice picture, guys, right over there. Awesome. All right, thanks for watching. Tuning into another episode of The Wire live from the Kinetic. And thank you so much to our friends at DuBoisTV, our city manager, Herm Simplizio, Bob Wacob, city manager or station manager and IT director over at Jeff Tech. And, of course, we can't neglect Jeff Tech. I mean, if you're watching this on DuBoisTV, the reason why you're watching this on DuBoisTV is because the work that we've done and the services that we provide at Jeff Tech through the wonderful IT Academy. Mr. Wacob, founder of that, set up over there with 3 incredible IT programs, not the least of which is myself with Digital Media Arts. And, we're excited about everything that we're doing, so thanks to everybody at the city, thanks to Mr. Wacob, everybody at Jeff Tech that is making this happen. Our sponsors here, Mr. Jim Davis at DVS Direct for helping us with all of this incredible gear. And, of course, last but not least, our crew and our guests. I'm Sam Matero. Peace out to you. We'll see you next time around.